Hello and welcome back to another episode of Pete's Corner. I'm Cam Close.
And I'm Kat Wynn.
All right, guys, get on those walking shoes and get ready for some fun because this week we're heading downtown.
Although Stillwater doesn't have any moped stores, there are plenty of noteworthy shops that are popular amongst Stillwater locals as well as the college culture. Let's go check them out.
As you can see, downtown is a very lively place, but surely it wasn't always like this.
No, it wasn't. And if you walk down Main Street about 10 years ago, we wouldn't have Aspen Coffee or any of the thrift shops we have today. What changed? Michael Cox has more.
Downtown Stillwater is now a bustling area with businesses and restaurants on every corner, but it wasn't always that way. Downtown Stillwater was dying, just like many small towns in America. The city of Stillwater took it upon themselves to revitalize the city and put a stop to the decay.
Downtown is the heart of a community, so this is actually quite important to communities of this size.
So how did they do it? The city established a business improvement district, an area where businesses self-tax themselves and contribute money to a fund that was used to make small improvements to downtown.
It's one of those things, you kind of build it will come. You start improving downtown and creating, a nicer ambiance so that people want to come down there and walk and shop. And then once people are down there, then more businesses come.
These improvements were things like traffic lights, bike paths, and the roundabout. Little things that would make the shopping and overall experience better for everyone in downtown Stillwater.
The Chris Sammons Plaza here at 9th and Main is just one of the many additions that the Business Improvement District made to revitalize downtown.
These efforts from the city and business owners is what made downtown Stillwater what it is today, and brought places like Aspen Coffee Shop and other local favorites. But even with all the improvements, Stillwater Mayor Gina Noble still has a vision for more changes to come.
What I really envision is connecting the university with downtown, so college students can really get a taste of downtown life.
Noble stressed the importance of shopping local due to Oklahoma's heavy dependence on sales tax.
When sales tax goes down, then the city has less money to spend for the things that we need to be spending it on. Shopping local, going downtown instead of opening up a computer and going online. Shopping local gives us the sales tax, and we need that.
Between the changes in the past and the changes to come, downtown Stillwater has a bright future. For Pete's Corner, I'm Michael Cox.
Without all of these changes, Stillwater wouldn't have all the amenities that we're going to get to show you later on in our show.
For many of us, our time in Stillwater, Oklahoma is limited. Taking advantage of all that downtown has to offer while you can just adds to your extended stay. In Stillwater, where many retail stores are closing its doors, consignment and resale and antique stores are showing signs of life in an otherwise stagnant retail economy. And in the heart of downtown, just down Main Street, someone else's trash can very well be your next treasure. Between Duncan and Lowry Street from 4th Avenue to 15th, you will find a few stores that embody the rich, historic, and great culture of Stillwater.
Well, it's great to shop in downtown Stillwater because at the thrift shops you have Elite Repeat, and they have 19 different charities that they give back to. And then you have Carmen's Corner, which is right down there, and they give back to Stillwater Medical. So they help people that can't pay their hospital bills, pay them. And then a lot of the stores in downtown Stillwater actually have a historical context of the city. So they have a historical feeling to them. You can connect with them going to school in Stillwater.
Some stores you may venture past are Elite Repeat, 405 Rethread, Carmen Corner, and Goodwill. Now, what makes some of these stores worth shopping downtown? A few of these stores, much like Elite Repeat and Carmen Corner, are all volunteer, nonprofit, and donate all money made to various charities and causes around the city.
Consignment retail and antique shops are filled with legacies, stories, and rich memories. Shopping them will allow you to continue someone else's story or create your own.
Shopping these stores is a great way to get involved with the community, so before you clock out of Stillwater for good, a venture down Stillwater's memory lane wouldn't hurt. For Pete's Corner, I'm Alexis Winston.
Between Duncan and Lowry from 4th to 15th Street, there are a few buildings that embody the rich, great, and historic culture of Stillwater, Oklahoma. Hannah Worsham gives us an inside look.
Downtown stays fresh and exciting. New places to eat and drink, cute shops to buy curios, or brooding alleyways for hipster photo shoots. Downtown always seems to be changing, but some buildings have stayed the same for more than 100 years. The National Registry of Historic Places has several buildings listed in the downtown area. Historian Jim Gabbard explains the significance of this.
A list of properties that people at the local, at the state, and at the national level value in some way.
The Citizens Bank building opened in 1894 and was added to the registry nearly 100 years later. It is currently occupied by United Way of Payne County, which is a nonprofit volunteer organization. A quick look through Payne County's public records show that a number of buildings downtown are over 100 years old. So if you're a history buff with a penchant for sleuthing, downtown is a great place to explore. Or if you're more like me, it also has bars. About a block away from the Citizens Bank stands 3 buildings on the National Registry of Historic Places: the Hoke Building, the Walker Building, and the Self Building. Mary Grace Johnson works for the nonprofit Young Life that operates out of the Self Building.
I think it was more of the location of downtown. I don't know about this building specifically, but I think we were probably trying to get somewhere that was like more well known, that was different businesses existed down here and people knew, okay, I know where downtown is, so I know where the Young Life office is.
Downtown offers new experiences in old buildings. For Pete's Corner, I'm Hannah Worsham, and history is cool.
Thanks, Hannah, for that history lesson. Did you know there's actually another building just off of Lewis Street, Lee Glass and Window Company, that was an addition to Stillwater in 1956 by the late Bill Lee. Today, a group of OSU students meet there weekly for a collegiate Bible study called Yada.
Cam, I think that's awesome that some of these older buildings are still being used today.
Me too, Kat, and with all that history homework, I'm getting kind of hungry.
You know what, I'm getting pretty hungry too. I think this is a great time to catch up with our very own Caleb Terrell. We sent him out downtown to check out some of the best spots to eat.
Thanks, Kat. Well, as you can see behind me, we're in front of Louie's Grill and Bar, the first stop on Caleb's downtown dinner tour this evening. And we're going to go inside, we're going to try some burgers, we're going to see what else they've got, and hope it's a good time. All right, so we're sitting at Louie's, one of the most popular spots in all of downtown Stillwater. Louie's is actually one of 15 different locations spread throughout the Oklahoma City and Tulsa area here in Oklahoma. It's known for its trivia nights on Tuesdays, it's got bingo on Wednesdays, it's got something called Singo on Thursdays. Unfortunately, we missed out on that, but I can imagine it was wonderful. That's good. Oh God, this is what we're going for. All right, so we got our, what's this called? We got the Joker going right here, courtesy of my good friend Luke here, and we're gonna see what it's all about. So I got my Joker, I've got my fried green beans. I think we're gonna see what's up with the green beans first. Got some Chipotle ranch, gonna find out about it. Ooh. We're good. We're good. That's pretty delightful. I'd probably eat that. It's cooked just right. This is a very, very well-cooked burger. All right, so the first restaurant of the day is knocked out. We went to Louie's. I have a lot of food to take home. It was really good. Final verdict, I think all day we're going to be doing a 1 to 5 scale. I'm going to say Louie's, the really good fried green beans, the Joker with the mac and cheese. I'm going to say 4 out of 5, so we're off to a pretty hot start for the day, so we'll see where the day takes us.
But downtown Stillwater isn't just good for grabbing a bite to eat or a cup of coffee. This up-and-coming area has multiple shops and businesses for Stillwater brides preparing for their big day. Carly Hasty has the story.
From dresses to photography to planning every little detail of the ceremony, Stillwater brides don't have to search farther than downtown Stillwater to find everything they need. Stillwater Wedding Central is an all-inclusive wedding planning business that helps brides plan for the best possible outcome for their big day. They offer a variety of planning services and vendor recommendations. Stacy James has been in the wedding planning business since she was in college. Her love for events and all things bridal led her to open up a business in downtown Stillwater. Stacy said her clients love taking advantage of meeting in the downtown coffee shops because it helps ease the nerves of wedding planning. While Stillwater Wedding Central offers problem solving for the big event, it's up to the bride to figure out some of the details on her own. And there's one big detail the bride can't forget about. That's right, the dress. Stillwater brides can save themselves an hour of driving time if they shop local instead of driving to Oklahoma City or Tulsa. Formal Fantasy has served Stillwater brides since 2007 and has numerous dress designs perfect for each bride no matter what her style is.
And they were really, really helpful about, I showed them kind of what I was thinking, and then they knew exactly what they had, and so they knew exactly which dresses to pull and which ones would look good on me and which ones I should not try on. And so if I had just looked on my own, I probably wouldn't have even found the dress that I ended up loving because they found that one for me.
Formal Fantasy also offers a variety of clothing for men, mothers of the bride, and of course, the flower girl.
We have brides of all different ages. We have a lot of brides that started out getting their junior high semi-formal dresses from us and then just keep coming back because they know that the selection is good, the service is good, and the alterations are good.
Whether Stillwater brides find themselves in need of the perfect dress or just an extra hand during the day of their event, they should keep it local and remember all that downtown Stillwater has to offer. For Pete's Corner, I'm Carly Hasty.
Carly, I can certainly hear those bells.
Stillwater is home to many beautiful venues, perfect for brides who are trying to keep their weddings local. In fact, I'm going to a wedding this spring, and it's at one of our local venues called Sparrow down Hartford Street.
I just love weddings. I mean, I can't wait to be married. I think I want to do maybe hydrangeas.
Whoa, Cam. Don't forget, you got to have a boyfriend before you get to the wedding planning.
Speaking of that boyfriend I don't have, stay tuned, boys, and you can date me.
Let's not get ahead of yourself. We'll be right back. Well, I think Cam is off looking for that boyfriend she mentioned earlier. But whether you have a significant other or you're on the market, downtown Stillwater offers plenty of original places. And what better way to enjoy these awesome spots than with someone else? We asked Ariel Favre to give us some inspiration on your next date night.
When it comes to dating, most of us think about things that could go wrong. But one of the best things to remember is that if you're enjoying yourself, then your date probably is too. For a guaranteed good time, check out some places you'll both enjoy. Stillwater has lots of fun options to kick off your date. The downtown coffee shop Aspen offers the perfect environment for fun conversation with that special someone. If coffee's not your thing, check out Simplicity, a tea shop downtown. Experiment with a variety of loose leaf teas while you enjoy some quality time together.
I have like a cool ukulele and a piano, and I like to fool around on the ukulele, and I can't play very well. But it's fun just to kind of goof around and get some time to talk and just like enjoy some good tea.
If coming up with several hours of conversation seems like too much pressure, suggest a fun activity for your afternoon. Try an outdoor adventure. At Boomer Lake, you and your date can rent stand-up paddle boards. Go out on the lake together and make some unforgettable memories.
I thought that'd be a really cool thing to do for a date because I had fun with it when doing it on family vacation, and I think it'd be cool to introduce someone to it too and spend time with them.
If you're nervous about falling in the water, Stillwater offers the perfect on-land alternative.
Paddleboarding sounds like so much fun. But if you're a little less sporty like me, the best outside date is exploring OSU's botanical gardens. I love exploring the trails and admiring the gardens with someone I care about.
After your stroll or paddleboarding adventure, wrap up your evening with a visit to downtown Stillwater's premier romantic destination, Zanotti's Wine Bar. Zanotti's specializes in classic cocktails, craft beers, and a variety of wines. Zanotti's also has live music, so it's a great place to end an evening of conversation and laughter. For Pete's Corner, I'm Ariel Favre.
Thanks, Ariel. Those sound like some great ideas for date night. I'll definitely have to try them out. Wow, Cam, it looks like you had a lot of fun downtown earlier, and I bet you burned a lot of calories with all that karate and bike riding. You probably built up a pretty good appetite.
I sure did. I am thinking it's time for some more food. It's a perfect time to check back in with our own Caleb Terrell. Caleb, where are you?
Thanks, Cam. So our second stop of the night is right behind me. It's going to be Town Hall right up here. And I'm not even going to lie, I have no idea what Town Hall has. I've got no idea what's on their menu, but I am ready to be pleasantly surprised. So we're going to go find out what they've got. So we're here at Town Hall at 7th and Main. It's a little bit different of an environment, but does not mean it's bad by any stretch of the imagination. As a matter of fact, I've got a pretty good feeling about this. So I'm really uncultured. I have no idea why I just ordered a scrambled egg on my burger, but we're gonna hope that it ends up all right. I've got nothing for that. So I've got my scrambled egg burger. I'm still a little bit perplexed by it, but not entirely mad about it. So, let's see. I know. I don't hate it. I don't hate that there's scrambled egg on this burger. But burger-wise, like strictly talking beef here, this is a little bit better than the Louie's burger. If you want to go out and get an above-average burger, this is a really good place. All right, so we're right outside Town Hall. I just wrapped up my second excellent meal of the evening, and that's all I've got for the night. So just to summarize it all, I had two really excellent burgers at two really different places. I had a burger with mac and cheese, and I had a burger with scrambled eggs. Both of them were really different, but they were both really good. And that's really the theme of downtown Stillwater. There's a lot going on. You really want to get down here. You want to check it all out, because if you don't, you're really missing out. That's all I've got for the evening. We'll be right back after the break with Cam and Kat. They're going to wrap the show up for you guys. Have a good night.
We're back with Pete's Corner, and we wanted to wind down the show talking about a few ways Stillwater residents can help continue improving downtown.
The beauty of downtown isn't just found in its restaurants, sites, or stores. It's found in something that holds a much deeper value than that. Students have many opportunities to volunteer downtown, and Salem Anthony gives us more information on how we can get involved.
There's one thing you can't learn in the classroom: the greatness of volunteer work. Here in downtown Stillwater, students have the opportunity to get out of their comfort zone to comfort someone else. One popular way students can volunteer is with Tiny Paws Kitten Rescue. Tiny Paws only takes in neonatal kittens, and they always need an extra set of hands. Right now they have about 80 volunteers, but they still need more. Volunteers can clean out playrooms, learn to bottle feed kittens, and so much more, with 2 to 3 hour shifts a week.
We just have some great people. We couldn't do this without them, of course. And they love being here, and we love having them here.
Often it's easy to think about what students can do to give back to the people of the community, but sometimes the animals are forgotten. This is a surefire way to help the sweet baby kittens and add to that resume. It's especially a great opportunity for veterinary students.
And what we do is we get them weaned, and then we get them vaccinated and tested and spayed and neutered, and then they each one go to Petco, and that's our adoption site here in Stillwater.
Well, if you're like me and this is about as close as you get to a cat, the great news is United Way will match you with the best fit for volunteer work.
United Way accepts volunteers from all over the community and connects them with the best fit for their interests and specialties. After meeting with them, your volunteer opportunities are endless. Students can jump in and get their hands dirty anytime. Most recently, United Way worked their annual Day of Care with the help of more than 600 volunteers from the community.
They went out to these agencies, and they did a variety of things. They would paint, they would help weed the flower beds.
Just one visit downtown can set you in the right direction. From the United Way office, student volunteers can reach out to those in need from Stillwater to Perkins and even Cushing.
Not every community is as lucky as we are, and so I know we appreciate it and our agencies appreciate it, and it's just really, it benefits and it makes us a better community in my eyes.
Don't be afraid to explore what's next on your service bucket list and start right here in downtown Stillwater. For Pete's Corner, I'm Salem Anthony.
The best part about watching our students give service is getting to see the growth afterward. We love getting to see our Stillwater community get involved and going the extra mile for one another.
I think I'm going to have to get involved in some of those ways myself. But for now, it has been a pretty long day. What do you say we finally figure out where Caleb is and chow down?
Cam, I thought you'd never ask. I'm getting pretty hungry, so I think it's time to go. Thank you so much for watching this week's Pete's Corner. I'm Kat Wynn.
And I'm Cam Close. See you next week.